Speaking of horses, Saratoga Springs Horse Show. Man, what a beautiful setting, beautiful day, beautiful show. My guest this morning is Morgan O'Brien. I'm almost thinking of an old movie star named Margaret O'Brien, but you're Morgan O'Brien. But you've heard that a lot. Yeah, I'm not the first one, right? Okay. And you don't even know who she was, do you? Margaret O'Brien actually started out as a child star in the 40s. She's still around, still does interviews once in a while. Yeah, she was a cute little girl in the 40s, okay? Anyway, you are with Root and Riddle, and you are the on-site veterinarian for the Saratoga Springs Horse Show. So tell us a little bit about your involvement with this show and, well, obviously there are functions with all this number of horses here. You get called out from time to time, right?
Yes. So we're here every year. Actually, well, this is our first year that Root and Riddle is here. Before that, the practice was owned by Saratoga Equine. And we're just really happy to have the opportunity to be a part of it all. I grew up in Saratoga, so I came to the show every year, but now to be in this position is a pretty exciting thing. So.
Well, it has to be. And, to go through vet school is quite a challenge, too. So where did you go to school?
I went to Ross University. It's in St. Kitts, which a lot of people don't know where that is, but it's in the Caribbean. And then I did my clinical year at Madison, Wisconsin. So.
And they've got a good vet school there, too. Actually, I live in Wisconsin, so I know a little bit about that school. And so they got a good school there. So how long have you been back here with Root and Riddle?
About a year, actually. Like I said, I'm from Saratoga, and I knew I wanted to move back here and work in Saratoga as a equine vet. And the timing just kind of worked out. It was pretty neat. They had acquired this practice about, a year prior, and it just kind of was able to, everything just kind of worked out. So I'm pretty lucky that I can be a part of it. So.
Well, what's neat is you're able to come back to the show. Did you exhibit here or just?
No, actually my background is more Western performance, and I used to show Morgan's Western Pleasure. But in my later years it was, polo in college, and then I did some rodeo. So I'm actually learning quite a bit about the whole jumping scene, trying to learn the terminology and everything. But no, I just came just to watch prior.
You did some rodeo. Were you a barrel racer?
Yes, it was.
I was going to say, most of the time when women say I was in rodeo, it was barrel racing. Now, there is a women's professional rodeo association.
Yep.
Where they actually, bull ride, saddle bronc ride, bareback ride, and the like. But barrel racing is the key to that, right?
Yep. I've also done a lot of team roping, actually. My horse is a head horse, so a little bit of everything.
So you're a head or not a heeler, right?
That's right, yeah.
Oh, golly. It's funny that this show, being hunter and jumper and some Grand Prix level jumping going on here, to start talking about those Western events, right?
Yeah. Well, it's true, but there's similarities to everything, and I've learned a lot about jumping, kind of actually in the last couple of weeks, and I give everyone here a lot of credit. It takes a lot of time and effort to get these horses where they are to exhibit here at the show. So.
Well, not only that, but when they do have an injury, whether it's a joint injury, hoof injury, pulled muscle, the like. Regardless of whether they were barrel racing or jumping or whatever, once they've got that injury's pretty much the same as it would be anywhere, and you then are called in to assist with that, right?
That's right. And when we're looking at horses that are sick or injured out in the barn, it helps to have the knowledge of what they were doing, competing here. But a horse is a horse, whether it's thoroughbred or quarter horse or anything else, and what they do. So when they're sick or injured, it's all the same pretty much, So
what made you want to become a vet?
Oh, I don't know. That's a tough question, but it's one of those things where, a lot of vets say that, but it's just that's what I always wanted to do, and there wasn't any question about it. My grandfather, when I was 4 years old, used to take me to the dairy farm he worked on, and he drove a team of Percherons, and we used to drive around the farms in Schuylerville, actually, and I think that just kind of got me onto it, and ever since then, I went everywhere, every opportunity with him to go do stuff like that. So I don't know.
Well, and if you grow up with a love of animals, and horses in that category, it's just if you've got that in you, it's in you, and it's going to stay there, and then you're going to find a way, whether you turn it into like your career as a veterinarian or a passion, outside your career, but your other passion. If you really have a love for the horses and the animals, you're gonna find a way to keep that in your life some way.
No, that's true, and obviously I love horses, and being at a show like this, and pretty much every day at work, I never really feel like I'm working because of it, so it's pretty awesome.
That's it. I love what I do when I go out and announce or work at these events, and I don't go to work.
Yep.
I'm still here because I just have fun doing this. This is a passion, being around horses and involved in whatever degree in the industry. I still ride once in a while, but not near as much as I used to, and I'm basically the backyard trail rider, but we have fun,
No, that's great. I think that's important because you do spend a lot of time of every day working, and so it shouldn't feel like work,
Now, Rood and Riddle is a well-respected name for years in the veterinary industry, and I do things in Lexington, Kentucky. I do Briarfest every year. I'll be there in July. That is a blast. But and you can't envision what Briarfest is other than the Breyer model horses.
Oh, yeah.
But Briarfest itself is their own convention. And all the new horses, or the horses they made the new models of, they bring in every July, and they perform live. And I announce all the performances at the, in the arena there at the horse park. And then you can go buy the horses and all that. But, Rood and Riddle has been very innovative, and of course they stay around the thoroughbred market a lot. And, of course, the track here at Saratoga is right across the street.
Yep, that's right. And I think, I believe they started as kind of a thoroughbred practice. And my boss, Scott Alschweid, is the one who kind of started it in New York. It was just like the same. He had the same clients in Kentucky that he had in New York. They'd travel, to New York to get bred or this or that. He just started coming up, working with those clients, and it just kind of grew from there. So.
Yeah. Well, Morgan, it's really nice to have you join us. You are the on-call vet here at Saratoga Springs Horse Show with Rood and Riddle, and you do now have a facility here in Saratoga Springs as well as the office in Lexington. Are there other offices, or are those the two?
We actually just acquired a practice in Wellington as well, and it's kind of getting started, but kind of on the forefront. So. But our practice here in Saratoga is small, but we have all the support of all the people in Kentucky. Anytime we have something that we need to kind of call in sources for, whether it be a advanced surgery or advanced dentistry or something like that, we have those people that we have access to, and they can just come up and help us. So it's a pretty great situation.
You have all the resources behind you, right?
Yep.
Morgan, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. We're here at Saratoga Springs at the Horse Show. Speaking of horses, stay with us.
Show for the adults. Here's 253, round one for Monet and Jerry Ann Hart.